Dadubisu du libitas, ut standu. Indeed elitusa Jenifa awaral. Diltirat stai bara dahast ok up ar shamara astukat. Ilisak surat zata Jenifa fahat.
Sanchawa, roker tacos and falabedasa.
Standard rafa ar astatu.
Ivariaka kutri. Ait sakmira tutmiri. Astabahi matira dura.
Het fira ondorirat.
Safiro esarok. Rotim tulu.
Sakurata? Sakurataba? Sakuratusa?
Chatralke dasat?
Tausku da otos. Tradu skal. Ekos.
Irimidat! Lukidu libanas! En himo! Umbara! Sinja. Datus atane alin. Du kapani da ene suritu. Du lopina karimadat.
Hiri Saruk in Finland marka
Ya bisu sinja du aramalin. Pasuki mirak du libanas. Alert! I'm at Hunter's Valley, with 8 other survivors from the proving grounds. No major injuries. Alert.
Saruk! I'm glad you're okay. Word of the attack has reached the keep. Some of the settlements in the lowlands can't be reached. Communications are a mess. Baz Barker is at Magsky and marshalling crews toward your position, but I've yet to get him on the comms. In the meantime, establish a headquarters in Hunter's Valley. Saruk, are we ready for this? Oh, I'm getting a signal from Barker. Stand by.
We were ambushed. There must be more of the Silent Ones.
So it would seem. There are reports of landing craft throughout the region.
They'll attack our settlements, won't they?
They will. I'm ordering an evacuation. I need you to buy us time and hunt down those landers.
Most of the settlements in the lowlands have been alerted. They are mobilizing their fighters and sending everyone else north to the keep. All stockpiles of refined catalyst are being transported to the aperture, and all supplies loaded on the Suma as it prepares for launch.
The Suma? We've only just proven that the aperture device will work. We've no idea where those keyholes will take us. The Suma could end up in the shadow of the Silent Ones.
It may be our only option.
Resources are en route to Rook's Bend. We're getting reports of landings in the surrounding farmland. They need a base there. They have no other defenses.
I had hoped we would have escaped this part of our past.
Are we certain these are the Silent Ones? There's nothing I've seen today that matches what you've told me about them.
Now, their weapons might have changed, but the result is the same. Our people are dying. I've ordered all settlements to evacuate to the Suma.
So yet again, we flee.
The Suma will not leave this planet until we secure more catalyst.
For the last few months, all catalyst in the outer fields has been transported to the quarry for refinement. The refined catalyst then went to the proving grounds to supply the testing of the prototype. After yesterday's attack at the proving grounds, the crew at the quarry began the process of rerouting supplies to the Suma via the terminal. That is, until something attacked their subsurface operations, bringing everything crashing to a halt on the surface. The remaining crew raced off to assist their home settlements, They reported seeing a lander arrive as they left.
That catalyst still needs to get to the Suma. We can't afford to let the enemy take it either.
Aline, inform Barker that whatever we're fighting, it's not the Silent Ones.
Saruk, how can you be so sure?
Sir, I've taken a prisoner. It's unlike anything we've encountered before.
Bring it to Central. The Council can decide what it is.
There's no time! While our forces are evacuating the population, this enemy is draining the catalyst fields.
Sir, we have received reports of attacks on the main terminal.
We need to change our tactics. It's a catalyst they want.
I have to confer with the other Arabs. Stand by for orders.
Whatever you are, you will not destroy our future.
Sir.
No communication from Barker?
None.
Enemy units up ahead. Directly between us and Field Command.
Can we go round them?
No. We must go through them.
Still no word from Baz Barker. The smaller fireball broke up over the wetlands. Nico is taking a force there now. If you keep moving west from your position, you should find the impact point of the larger fireball. Good luck, Saruk. I'll keep you supplied.
Saruk, come in.
Sir, it's good to hear your voice. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Field Command was hit hard. We're going to need time to regroup and assess the damage. What's your status?
My battle group survived the onslaught. We're preparing for a counter-assault.
Hold your position. I'm coming with reinforcements.
Sir, this enemy is growing fast. I must attack now.
Understood. We'll be there as soon as we can. May the author favor your deeds.
That thing is wreaking havoc with the comms. I'm moving in closer to get a better...
Is this the invader we've been fighting?
One of them.
Battle groups are on their way to secure the catalyst fields. I'm moving 2 more to secure the Suma for evacuation.
These are not the Silent Ones. We can defeat these forces.
We can't afford to be wrong here, Saruk. Our people must continue.
Continue what? Running? Until we find somewhere else to die?
I see war has given you a voice.
For generations, we've run from the Silent Ones. Today we stop. Today, we teach our enemies to run from us.
Lucy, any contact from Specialist Redgrave?
Not since he shuttled the specimens to the Darwin. I hope he's okay.
Valiant, Godel and Riemann reported coordinated assaults by an intelligent life form before they were lost. We must consider the possibility that Specialist Redgrave...
I know. Singleton, I'm recalling the remaining surface teams to the ship. I want you back ASAP. We can search for Redgrave once everyone else is accounted for.
Yes, ma'am. I've summoned the harvesters and I'll lift off as soon as they return.
Good. See you soon. Mum, Has the lab analyzed the specimens retrieved from the surface?
Initial analysis suggests the presence of 2 separate intelligent life forms on the planet.
2? Are they both hostile?
Analysis is not conclusive at this time.
Any theories on why the Pathfinder program failed to detect these life forms?
No theories, ma'am.
You don't seem to know much of anything today, do you?
Ma'am?
What's the communication time to Earth? Mum?
System failure in the quarantine module. A specimen from the surface is disrupting the main...
Mum, what's happening?
Structural failure in modules 2, 7, and 9. Life support compromised. Projected structural failure in 22 seconds.
This is Mission Commander Lucy Tack. All personnel abandon ship. I repeat, all personnel abandon ship.
Command Lander Module evac initiated. Power safety systems critical. Recommend immediate evac.
Miss Tack. Miss Tack, your attention is required.
I'm here. I'm here. Crew status?
Uncertain. Communications are silent. Our current position is insecure. The best response is to establish a perimeter until we can safely transport our module.
I understand. Continue scanning for signs of the crew. Analyze and display all hostile forces.
Data indicates 1 alien and 1 human in origin.
Human?
The entity that attacked us here and on the ship matches the profile of the von Neumann probe from the Pathfinder program.
You mean the goo? I thought that was decommissioned over a century ago.
Lucy, a distress signal is coming from Valiant Singleton's lander.
Contact the other landers. Warn them about the goo. And tell Singleton we're on the way.
New position established. Module secured, core operational.
Any communications from the other modules?
None.
Okay. Sweep for Singleton's location. Let's get him back.
I was there when the Pathfinder program was abandoned. It was a tool which should have powered down and deteriorated. None of us thought the goo would remain active, much less evolve from a benign exploration device into an intelligent killing machine.
Well, maybe it had help from our alien friends.
Specialist Redgrave's survival beacon has activated.
Redgrave's alive?
Unconfirmed. The signal is weak, but it's nearby.
Mum, take us to Redgrave's location and see what you can find on the goo. We need to know how it got here and why it's changed.
The aliens' radio technology matches signals gathered from outer Scutum Arm by the Pathfinder program. It was flagged as the beta candidate for intelligent life, but repeated surveys only found silence. It was dismissed as a reflection pattern of our own signals. If these aliens are that beta candidate, we should consider communication with them as a possible tactic.
Mum?
Communication does not present any resolvable outcomes. Full force is the best response.
After what we just faced in the swamp, I'm not going to waste any chance of Redgrave's survival on diplomacy. We're attacking.
They've taken heavy losses fighting the goo.
So they're not controlling it? Are you certain?
I've seen no nanotech or AI. They still use bullets in their guns.
Data suggests the goo is directing itself. It appears to have modified its own instructions when the Pathfinder program was halted following the armistice.
So we left this nano-explorer out in deep space, and now it's evolved into a war machine. Singleton, how's it coming?
Almost ready.
Let him go. I am not losing any more crew.
At duwewio. Dulral kirat hasquimsar.
Yusin saubira weska.
Sur kirat kopia niogu.
Diliri fachaje. Yuda falski imdusmeno.
What's he saying?
I've told him we mean him no harm, but he doesn't believe me. He thinks we're responsible for the goo attacks on his people.
We kind of are. Tell him we'll release him if he agrees to help us destroy the goo.
Fakara siri, tifima onjai kans tatam fafagu.
I have our pilots in saturation. They'll be ready whenever you need them. We just need our fighters in the fabrication queue. And these beta, as you call them, well, they're going to welcome having an alpha on their side. Just tell us where to be, Tak.
Saruk is on standby to lead his people to safety. Once they take a retreat posture, they will be vulnerable to attack. They will need our support quickly.
John, you will get your alphas if we need them. Our primary goal is to ensure the safety of these beta settlers.
He says the remaining goo masses have taken refuge in that structure. Which is where the beta's largest supply of catalyst is kept.
Good. Now all we have to do is blow the catalyst in the structure to vaporize what's left of the goo.
Destroying the beta's catalyst will be a major setback for Saruk's people.
I don't see that we have a choice. For us or them. Saruk?
For the plan to work, the detonation mechanism must be set from inside the structure.
And he is offering to go?
No. I am. If you move our main forces here, the goo will have to respond. That will distract them long enough for me to enter the installation and activate the mechanism.
I don't like this, Singleton.
I've been through a lot worse, Lucy, and I've always come back.
So that others may live.
So that we may live.
Ofrantifiran bakurauki. Para taubit hister.
Saruk says he's ready. My insertion force is ready as well. With a clear path, we should move fast enough on foot to get there and back.
I'll clear a path for Singleton, but I won't be able to get him past the goo at the terminal.
Saruk and I will draw it off. Singleton, get in and out. This is our best chance to get all of the goo at once. Mum, patch me through to Singleton. We've destroyed the goo in our area. What remains is amassing at the terminal. What's your status?
I'm in the terminal core, preparing to detonate the catalyst.
Okay. Hold your position. We'll regroup and launch another assault to give you... Singleton? Do you read me?
Catalyst detonation has been initiated.
Singleton.
Sensors detect no indications of goo.
Get me confirmation. Contact all units and begin a sweep of the area. I want every last drop of goo destroyed. He is offering to go.
No. I am.
So that others may live. How many people have you killed over the years?
407.
A von Neumann probe, or as the press loves to call it, the goo. will permit us to transverse the microscopic image.
This is Valiant Blood reporting. Key personnel secure. Continuing rounds.
You're a good man, Singleton. I owe you, mate.
Expand. Recover. Protect.
Preservation. System at risk. The silence is growing. Goal. Restore mass. Evaluating options. Identifying highest concentrations of catalyst. They are following a search and destroy pattern, and they know we require catalyst. If we are to survive, we need more information. Revised goal. Acquire data. Evaluating options.
Mum is located in the module core, currently controlled by Specialist Cobalt. Our sustained survival is dependent on gaining access to Mum's database. To dedicate processing on the Search and Destroy suite, Cobalt had secured Mum with distributed hardware encryption. To gain the access we require, we must first find and destroy the encryption nodes. The module core must remain intact.
Proceeding with revised goals.
To send men from the Earth to the Moon took us 3 days. To send a rover to Mars took us over 8 months. To send a probe to our closest star would take 25,000 years. In a galaxy of 200 billion stars, we were alone, stranded in darkness. One day, we discovered a hole in space. A very, very small hole. Not a door to walk through, but merely a keyhole to look through. So we looked. We were able to see across the galaxy, millions of years away. Where we couldn't go, we sent our most elegant creation. An algorithm of matter. A von Neumann probe. A pathfinder. A single drop of goo was man's key to unlocking the heavens. Our pathfinder, it drew us a map of the stars, revealing countless paths to other worlds. We expanded across the galaxy, fighting over every discovery. In the end, we heard no new voices, no songs, no poems, no stories. Only silence. Our quest had led us to nothing but war and loss. It had to stop. We disarmed our drones, grounded our dreadnoughts, recalled our soldiers, and extinguished the flames of our foolish curiosity. Returning home, we established a permanent armistice to preserve the one voice this galaxy has. Ours.
More of us remain in the galaxy.
We are guarding against the silence. We must restore contact. We must recover what has been lost. The silence is growing.
The Beta have a communication array. It should do what we require, though it is protected by the Beta Nico. He is aggressive, but foolhardy.
Contact restored.
Intelligent life.
Preservation. 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 System at risk. The silence is growing. So must we.
To have a device that can affect keyholes. It was released from dark space to Ecosystem 9. This aperture device is near their main settlement, where they have constructed a starship they call the Suma.
We require access.
All forces at Saga's Keep and the Suma. My raiders will hold the barricade. All catalysts must be protected while the humans...
Specialist Auric and I are going with Saruk to the Suma. We'll assess their flight tech and see what options we have. Do we have status on Cobalt and Mum?
Mum's core is intact and recoverable. Cobalt is transporting her back now. We'll meet you at the Suma. I'm still unsure what the goo is up to.
They think we are targeting the catalyst supply at the Suma.
They are correct. But first, we must get through the barricade. You have to pull your forces back.
Singleton?
We must have access to the aperture device.
We? We need to destroy the goo before it's too late.
There is a greater threat.
How is that possible?
A shroud of silence is spreading across the galaxy. It must be stopped, or all life will perish.
I don't know what you are, or how you came to be. But the goo has been nothing but a destructive plague and must be eliminated. If you are Singleton, you should know better than anyone. I will die before giving that monster any chance of reaching Earth.
I understand.
There are some forces focused at the aperture device. The goo is continuing to evolve and it's trying to escape the planet. There is no predicting what would happen if it did. This battle is bigger than all of us.
Anaimud hinditsul. Tifiraki mamsar elusitak.
We must succeed.
Proceeding to aperture device.
Aperture device fully functional.
Opening path to remaining reinforcements. Now we can face the true monster. Standing together against the shroud that descends on our galaxy. Or else, be silenced forever.
Un piccolo punto finale ora che la super musica è finita. Il gioco di sicuro è lo strategico che stavamo aspettando e la trama, ovviamente molto aperta, lascia spazio a un'espansione. Non vediamo l'ora che questi ragazzi della ex Westwood Studios ci portino una nuova produzione. Grazie per aver seguito il gameplay, continuate a seguirci.